Hello guys, in this video we'll be learning about advanced Java. Okay, when it comes to advanced Java, so first thing you have to question yourself. Oh, sorry, I've written something wrong. So is advanced Java is required? The first question is advanced Java is required? Our first question should be is advanced Java is required? What is there in advanced Java? These two questions are very important in order to understand what is advanced Java. Okay, when it comes to advanced Java, okay, so if we have to go for advanced Java only when core Java is completed for us. Okay, if you are covered with core Java, okay, then only you have to go for core Java. So my question is core Java is not enough to develop applications? Yeah, something very important, very vibrant word, that applications, right? So here it comes to applications. When it comes to applications, okay, with the help of core Java, we can develop the applications which are standalone. Why only standalone? Okay, this is tricky, right? So why only standalone? Why not like applications like Facebook, Gmail? Okay, so I am telling only standalone because in core Java, did you learn anything about related to database? Did you learn anything in core Java? Right, we don't learn anything, okay, in core Java because uh, in order to store any data or in order to uh, process any images, okay, so for that one thing is required. For to store the information we require a database. Okay, why especially only database? Because database provides a lot of security and other important features. That is the reason we choose database. So in advanced Java, for database we have database connection we have JDBC. Okay, for database connection we have JDBC, and at the same time, okay, when it comes to web applications, we have Facebook application, okay, Facebook and Instagram, okay, those are can be accessed through website, right? You are able to see the images, beautiful images and a lot of things. Okay, means it is shown on the screen with a like a beautiful way, like a which is colored, right? So you can develop those kind of images using HTML, those kind of things only, right? So in order to generate that kind of things, which is dynamic, why I'm saying, if you go to Instagram or Facebook, okay, it will be showing different images for different person. Okay, in my Facebook account I will be seeing the images of some other candidates, like if I'm like I'm into movie, like I'm not into movies, like I love movies of Prabhas, so you are able to see Prabhas images in my Facebook account. But if I check some other people's account, they will be there I will be seeing some sports star images. So it shows different images for different person in Facebook or Instagram. Okay, so it is generating dynamic response. So here we can say dynamic output. How it is possible? To generate dynamic output, we require some special components that is provided by advanced Java. That is servlets and JSP. Okay, with the help of servlets and JSP, we can generate the dynamic output. We can generate different data for different user. How it is going to work? Let us try to discuss about it. Before discussing about it, okay, so we have to understand, okay, about the web applications. We have to understand about the web applications. There are two types of web applications. Okay, two types of web applications. When it comes to web application, there are two types of web applications. Okay, so first one is static web application. The first one is static web application, and the second one is dynamic web application. Second one is dynamic web application. So let us try to understand what is static web application. If it is about static web application, we don't need to worry about that. because static web application doesn't require any advanced Java at all. Okay, to develop static web application, we have to understand what is happening inside the static web application. Suppose look at here, I am going to the browser application. I will be searching for my favorite hero Rajnikant biography. Okay, when I click on Rajnikant biography and I click on the button, okay, it will be sent as a request to the server. So obviously we'll be choosing the Wikipedia. So here Wikipedia, it will give immediately response to the user, means me, right? So as soon as I get the response, I am able to see the data of Rajnikant biography. Okay, and all the details will be present on the screen. Like you can see, like I will be searching here only. Live example I will be showing you for you. Rajnikant biography. In my machine, I am searching for biography of Rajnikant. You can see here Wikipedia it is shown. Now, my question is, if you search for Rajnikant, will you get same kind of web page or different web page? Right, it's obviously it's very clear. Even if you search also, you will get the same kind of web page only, right? Means if you are getting same kind of response, means we can we say that it's a kind of static response. So the web application which generates the static response is known as static web application. Why we are calling it as web application? Because okay, it is generated with the help of HTML content. So HTML is nothing but a web component and we are accessing through the web. Okay, web is nothing but a network. Okay, network. Through web I'm accessing this application. That is the reason it is called a static web application. Without internet I cannot connect to the Wikipedia. It is a static web application. So to develop a static web application, we don't require okay any of the advanced Java technologies. Okay, just HTML, CS, front end technologies are enough for them. Okay, might be they might use MongoDB or databases, but we don't require servlets and JSPs because it is not generating any dynamic response. It is generating static response, means which is displaying the same information for everyone. It is known as static. Okay, so in case of this, okay, we will be very clear in this. Okay, in case of static web application, okay, the server will gives immediately the response. It gives immediately the response. So you are clear about the static web application now. So now we'll be discussing about the dynamic web application. So what is this dynamic web application? Dynamic web application is nothing but okay, is nothing but uh, which generates a dynamic output. So before we discussed about Facebook and Instagram, so whenever I log in for the Facebook account, okay, I will get different home page. Even if you log in with your Facebook details, you will get the different data. So here the Facebook application is generating different information for the different user. How it is possible? So to understand that, we'll go through the architecture of the dynamic web application. Okay, and at the same time, I will ask you one simple question so that you can easily understand. Okay, so here if I ask you some question like where you don't know about the Java language. So in that case, what you will do, you will be saying simply the I don't know. Like you will be replying the answer like I don't know about this, right? At the time, I will be asking you again and again. So in that case, okay, I will be telling you I want answer only from you, not from anyone else. So in that case, what you will do, you will take the help from someone. You will take the help from someone. So here you have to understand in case of static web application, the request which is sent to the server is a static request. It is a static request. But in case of Facebook application or Instagram application, okay, after providing the login details, you are sending the dynamic request. You are sending the dynamic request. So only one server cannot handle the dynamic request. Only one server cannot handle the dynamic request. So in that case, we will be taking help of another server. We will be taking help of another server. And at the same time, this one server, okay, cannot hold all the important components. Okay, this server helps all different types of applications. So for our application, there should be a separate server. There should be a separate server for us. So in that case, the architecture is very simple. So here we are taking help of another server that is known as application server. Why we are calling it as application server? Because this is the server which is used for our own application. Okay, so the application server is utilized by us. Okay, because it is our application. So there are different application servers like Tomcat, WebSphere, and JBoss. Okay, so let us try to understand. Whenever I provide my username and password for Instagram, it is sending the dynamic request. So this dynamic request is sent to the web server. Okay, it is sent to the web server. So which kind of request you are sending? Dynamic request. You are sending dynamic request to the server, to the web server. Okay, this web server cannot handle dynamic requests, so it will be sending to the application server. It will be sending to the application server. So what does application server will do? What does application server will do? Whenever you provide the whenever you provide the details through the dynamic request, the details are fetched by the application server, and it will check with the database. It will check with the database. The database stores the details of that particular person. Okay, in order to connect the application of application server to the database application. So in that case, you require, okay, to connect application server, okay, to the database, okay, you require JDBC. You require the JDBC. You require JDBC. You will be using JDBC. Okay, it's very clear, right? Now you are able to understand what is the actual use of JDBC now. So in order to connect the application server to the database, you are using JDBC. Hope you understood how JDBC is used in case of dynamic web applications. And the next thing is, it is sending the dynamic request to validate that we are taking help of database, and with the help of JDBC, it is connected. And the next thing is, where does these servlets are utilized? I have the next question is, where does servlets are utilized? Now you are sending a dynamic request, right? The details which you are providing, okay, will be sent to the database, but with the help of servlet only you are able to send to the database. Okay, to connect the application server to the database application, you are using JDBC. Okay, but to send the information, to send the information, to send information through logic, through conditional logic, conditional logic. Okay, we are using servlet. We are using servlet. Okay, servlet is the object which is helping us to send the information through dynamic request to the database. So what does the servlet do? Servlet is nothing but a web component, okay, which can generate dynamic information. Why dynamic information here is required? So here you can understand, okay, you will be providing, okay, username and password, username and password. Okay, whenever you provide username and password, you will get the home page. But when do you get home page? Okay, when you provide the proper details. If the proper details are provided, this database will provide all the information to the servlet. This servlet will generate response, and you will get the home page. But in case if the details are invalid, if the details are wrong that you are providing, okay, what does this servlet will do? This servlet will ask for database. This database will doesn't give any answer. At the time, This servlet gives the error page. It gives the error page. Servlet gives the error page if details are wrong. It gives error page if details are wrong. Okay, means you can understand. Okay, you can understand if details are correct, home page, otherwise error page. So how it is possible? The servlet will validate the credentials, okay, based on the details given by the user. Okay, if details are correct, home page is displayed. If the details are wrong, error page. Means it is very a clever person, right? Servlet is giving you the answer based on the details that are provided by the user. If details are correct, home page. If the details are wrong, error page. Here, how servlets are utilized, and servlets are present inside the application server. Inside the application server. Okay, and you are able to find something tricky here, right? Log servlet is generating the home page as well as error page. It is able to display the different responses. And here one more thing you have to understand, the same kind of pages is used for all the users. So in that case in all the web applications only one page is utilized, but using that same page everyone is getting the information. Now if I go to my Gmail account, okay, which is the web application, okay, now you can see my Gmail application, the structure you can see the inbox, everything, all messages are here. Okay, if you go to your Gmail account also you will be having the same structure now. Okay, means you can understand the home page which is given to the every person is same for every person. How it is possible? With the help of a, okay, with the help of a common structured page, that is JSP. So internally it will use JSP to display the information. To display the information they use JSP. So by this thing we can understand the components which are used in web application. To connect to the database we require JDBC. Okay, to generate dynamic response we require servlet, and to display the data we require JSP. Okay, it's very clear. JDBC to store and connect the database, to store the data. Okay, next, servlet to generate dynamic response. To generate dynamic response, JSP to display the data. To display the data. Okay, clear? So, and thank you very much. Hope you will understand this very much. Please watch it clearly. In my YouTube channel you will be getting lot of videos about the project as well. It will be useful to practice the project. If you practice it will be clear, otherwise it will not be good for you only. It becomes hard when you go to Spring Boot. If you understand servlets, then only you can understand Spring MVC. If you are very good in Spring MVC, then you can easily understand the Spring Boot concept. Thank you guys. Please like and share my videos.